Now then, so before I start this one, I'm just going to provide a bit of context. So I've wanted to go to Iraq for quite a while now, a northern region called Kurdistan, mostly because I've been to a lot of places that should have been dangerous apparently and are perfectly fine and actually proper liked them. So surely Iraq and Kurdistan can't really be that bad after all. But when I went to book the flights recently, it turned out that literally a day before I went to book them, quite a tense political situation came about between Iraq and Kurdistan. So Iraq issued a complete and indefinite flight ban on Kurdistan, so you cannot get a plane in or out of that region whatsoever. So naturally I took that as a sign that I probably shouldn't be going after all, and ended up in southeast Turkey, where I am now, in a place called Van, by the way, and it's dead good. And if you want to have a look at a video I made about this place the other day, have a look at the last one I posted. Anyway, bottom line is I resigned myself to the fact that I wasn't going to go to Iraq this time around. I'm just going to stay in Turkey, and the plan was to spend a couple of weeks just travelling about a bit and see what the whole country is like. Until I came across like a travel agent place when I was walking down the street a few days ago. It was like a bus station thing with loads of destinations in the window. And one of those places was Sloppy. And that kind of changed everything, because that rang a bell. I couldn't work out why. So I headed indoors, checked out a map, and currently I'm here in Van. Sloppy is just here. Now this is the border with Syria. This is Syria, this is Iraq. This is the Iraq border, so Sloppy is like 5 miles from each. So I reckon if I can get a bus to here, I can probably get a taxi across, right? I don't fucking know. There's one way to find out, boys. So then I was in a bit of a pickle, because as a man of faith I wasn't really sure which of those signs I should like accept, whether I was supposed to not go to Iraq or if I was supposed to. So I left that decision down to the public. I turned to Facebook and set up a kind of voting system where I'd let the public decide my fate. And well, this is how it went. 95% of my social media mates voted for me to go to Iraq. So on a 2-to-1 vote from the universe, I'm off to Kurdistan, boys. I'm off to Iraq. So this evening's being spent trying to look at like the logistics of it. So I'm going to go back to that bus travel agency place thing, check out when the bus goes. If there's one tomorrow, maybe I'll get on it, see how much it costs and that kind of thing. Let's have a look. Merhaba. Sloppy'ye gitmek istiyorum.
Sloppy'ye
Yarın.
yarın sabah 7'de. 7.
Okay. Teşekkürler. And just like that, by means of my poor Turkish and with 60 Turkish lira, about 12 quid, I have attained a bus ticket to Sloppy tomorrow, 7:30 in the morning. I believe she said it was about 8 hours. Not really sure. Could also be 200. I'm not very good at Turkish numbers. But yeah, we're going. Tomorrow is the big day by the looks of it. Should arrive there by like 4 p.m. hopefully, so it's not dark. And then find a way across the border. And then don't really know what yet. Find out when we get there. But we'll pick it up in the morning. Good night, boys. Morning, boys. So yeah, this is it. It's 6:45 in the morning, about to go get the bus to Sloppy and then work out my way across the border into Kurdistan, northern Iraq. And so those of you who think that I'm a fucking idiot for doing this on my own and with no protection, well, you are sorely mistaken, because I have plenty of protection. Not only do I have a GTFC jumper on, but also I have a town keeper shirt on and town's home shirt on. And on top of that, I've also got town socks on. So right now I am officially the hardest bastard in the world and almost literally bulletproof, so everything's going to be fucking sweet. Anyway, topped up on like food and stuff from a supermarket last night, and also got 150 quid more worth of Turkish lira because I'm not that confident there's going to be many ATMs in northern Iraq, but I guess we'll see. Anyway, on a serious note, I'm not actually that concerned about it. I'm like apprehensive. I don't think anything's going to happen. I'm just not sure what I'm going to find or if I'm going to find a way across. But my only issue is that I'm off on my own. My phone doesn't work here and I won't have any Wi-Fi. I assume there's no Wi-Fi hotspots in northern Iraq, or at least very few, especially at the border, so I won't be able to contact anyone. And also, I've had no advice from people who've done it before because I don't actually know anyone who's done it before, so yeah. 8-hour bus journey to go and then we'll see what's what. I'll see you on the other side, boys. We've stopped a few hours into the journey. I think we've still got like 4 or 5 hours to go, about 160 miles by my reckoning. But look at this scenery. Isn't this dead good? There are breaks, people can drink tea, piss, and I believe pray while all these like buses and stuff are getting washed. It's not a bad place to stop, although it is remarkably warm. Although I can't bring myself to take off my body armour just yet. Anyway, onwards. Right, so stop number 2. We're now about an hour and a half away from our final destination, Silopi. This place though is very Middle Easty, and by the way, Syria is about 15 miles that way, and in fact pretty much all of the last hour of this journey is going to be literally along the border with Syria. And I've taken my body armour off. I've only got one layer of it left, so this could get interesting. Mate, look what I found. You can win a town shirt. But yeah, onwards. Silopi soon. Literally within a mile of Syria. I'm at the border, I don't know what the fuck's happening. People are everywhere. Literally no idea where I'm supposed to go or what I'm supposed to do. Fucking hell. Basically got off the bus in Silopi and the bus driver put me straight into a taxi with some geezer. 20 Turkish lira brought me to the border. I was kind of hoping to drive me across it because I heard there's a problem trying to cross it on foot. I read something online about it being illegal to walk across it or something, so normally people get like taxis. I don't know where I'm fucking supposed to go. There's people everywhere with like children and stuff. Fuck me, boys, but I made it this far. Can't really say the journey's quite over yet though. Fuck. What do I fucking do? quite concerned, not gonna lie. Right now, if you have an issue you've got to try and sort out, and you can go and Google it, please don't take that for fucking granted. I don't really want to like just walk across where the lorries are and then get like shot. Fuck me. I'm going for it, boys. I'm fucking sending it. Alright, it's true. A guy with a big moustache just told me, so it must be true. I need to find a lift, mate. Sit rep, not sure how I'm supposed to find a car, and also there's loads of kids crying, so I feel like it's not fun and games for anyone. Extended sit rep, stuck on Turkish-Iraqi border. When in Rome, do as the Romans do, right? So everyone's sat waiting for something. I'm also going to sit and wait. I think my man's helping me get a taxi. Sit rep number 100, ended up in a random guy's car that his mate put me into for 100 Turkish lira, so 20 quid, but that takes me to a town, not just across the border, so not even that bad. Either way, random guy's car, not a taxi, at the border, potentially about to cross it finally. Boys, I think I'm in. No one can ever say I'm not a man of my word. We are, however, being held. We've been here for quite a while now, just waiting. I'm not even sure what for, but I have been questioned a fucking lot. But I'll explain all that later. I just want to go to bed. Fuck me. I was really hoping just to like turn up and then be like, oh, look how easy it is to get into Iraq. It's super easy, nothing to worry about. Do you know what I mean? But fucking hell. About 18 passport checks. I've been here at the border for about 2 hours. This is an absolute ball ache, and that's not even counting all the road stops by police and army on the way. And I'm fucking dead hungry. I think we're about done actually, so whenever it finally gets finished, onwards to a place called Zaho, and then it's time to search for a hotel. Fuck me, I should have been more prepared for this. I'll admit that. Well, finding a hotel is assuming that the people whose car I'm in are not murderers or traffickers. But I guess we'll find that out soon enough. Bollocking hell, boys. Alright, fine. I'm just gonna fucking come out and say it. I am so fucked. Yes, I'm in a town, I'm in a place called Zaho, but I have no Iraqi money because, you know, I thought, oh, I'll just come find an exchange place, easy enough. Everything's written in fucking Arabic. No hotel reservation, don't know how to read or say hotel in Arabic because it's Kurdish. So yeah, to keep this very short, this is a fucking nightmare. And to back up slightly, getting into this country was absolutely the biggest fucking ball ache anyone has ever suffered. I don't really know why I expected, to be honest, just to walk into a country like this. But I'm fucking here now. Good news, I'm not dead. Bad news, I'm as good as. No ATMs, no anything. Fucking nightmare, boy. Shit the bed. This is a situation no amount of town memorabilia will save. So, to pass some time and make me forget about my impending doom, I'm just going to share some of the fucking shit that I just endured. So, firstly, there was about 7 stops on the road, like passport checks on the road, still in Turkey, by random police and army people. Almost every time I got taken out and questioned because I was the only English person there. They asked if I had a camera with me. I said no, because I forgot I had a camera, but turned out I actually had a camera, but they didn't actually find it. If they did, I would have been fucked. Anyway, that happened loads, and I got questioned loads about what job I do and all this shit. But anyway, that was fine. I was still in Turkey, no issues yet. But then I got to the border and fuck me, if I could describe that experience in one word, it would be hell. It took so fucking long to get through. Everyone wanted to ask me loads of questions. And it was stupid, it was shit like, why would you come here on holiday? Why would you be a tourist here? I don't fucking know, why not? Right? And then it was, well, you know there's trouble here, right? I was like, well, I had to pretend that I did know that. I mean, I know there's a bit of a situation and there's particular trouble, but anyway, I was like, yeah, of course I do, it's fine. Then it started with questions like, do you have any contacts here? Do you know anyone here? Do you have anywhere to stay? All of those questions I should have asked myself before I fucking went, because I don't know anyone, I have nowhere to stay, I have no plans whatsoever, and if something happens, I'm fucked. And I probably should have considered that, to be honest, and yes, I am underprepared. I am admitting that right now. Then it moved on to, so why did you decide to come here then? If you don't know anyone, you've nowhere to stay and no plans. Because I think I'm a journalist and they wouldn't let me in, that's why I asked for the camera as well. And I said I was in van and decided to get a bus because why not? He said people don't just say why not and come to Iraq, which, alright, is a very valid point and there's a good reason for that. Then the same guy said he wanted my phone number, my Facebook and my Instagram while I was here. I don't really know why, so I'm gonna be cautious about what to post on there while I'm here, just in case it's getting monitored. And then every single fucking person that was stood near me while I was waiting in queue to like get my passport over, or any kind of queue at all, would ask, why are you here? Tourists don't come here. Why would you be a tourist in Iraqi Kurdistan? Fuck off, it's not your business. I'm just coming for a wander. I did it for a Facebook dare pretty much, so fuck off. Never mind, the fucking day is saved. I just went to a little supermarket thing, tried to pay in Turkish lira just in case it worked, and then my man changed all of it, well, changed 500 lira of it, about 100 quid's worth, into Iraqi dinar for me. He fucking went to his safe in the back and got me loads of wonga. Look at this fucking absolute wad. Gassed. And for that 100 quid's worth, 500 lira, he gave me 177,000. Which I'm pretty sure is better than the exchange rate at the minute, so I'm fucking stoked. So yes, I am still in a city where everyone stares at me because I'm not quite beige enough to fit in the Middle East, but at least I'm a pale guy with optimism now. Let's go find a fucking bed. Yeah, so basically the plan is now just to wander around aimlessly till I find somewhere that looks like a hotel, or as if by magic is written in the Latin alphabet. Really starting to wonder why I thought this was a good idea. That was fucking quick. I might be sorted. Give me a fucking room now. Are you ready, boys? I'm fucking ready. Oh, man's got a bed. I was honestly starting to think earlier today this was never going to happen. Oh, I'm fucking gassed. In fact, I've got two beds, not even one. Room all by myself for the first time in about 10 years of staying abroad. What a fucking ball ache of a day. I left van at 7 AM. It is now 7 PM. And I have travelled, as the crow flies, 100 miles. That's it. 100 fucking miles in 12 hours. And a million questions. But I'm here. That's what matters, isn't it? And not only am I here, but I'm also here with a stamp, Iraqi Kurdistan, meaning I'm allowed to be here for a bit. Anyway, I need a fucking shower. What a nightmare. I was really hoping just to like finish this and be like, yeah, see, Iraq's easy. It's easy as piss. Come have a go. Fucking decent holiday place. Not so sure about that anymore. We'll find out tomorrow onwards if it was worth all the hassle, but fuck me. I'm going to sleep for about 9 years. Cheers, boys. See you in a bit.